Hello and welcome to Behind the Lines. I'm Diane Dayton. Today we're going to talk about the fabulous Extraordinary Give. It's year 5, and last year we raised $6.1 million to help nonprofits in Lancaster County. That's a great thing, right, Sam?
Oh, it's a great thing.
Yeah. Sam Bressy is the president and CEO of the Lancaster County Community Foundation. Thank you for being with us.
Thanks for having us.
And there are 427 nonprofits this year.
That's right. It's up 16%, 60 additional organizations over last year.
Wow. And one of the nonprofits that's been involved all 5 years is Aaron's Acre.
Correct.
And Risa Paskoff, thank you for being here. You are the executive director and you started Aaron's Acres.
Yes, thank you.
What is Aaron's Acres?
We're an organization that provides year-round recreational programs to children who have special needs between the ages of 5 and 21.
Wow. So what does this mean to you?
The Extraordinary Give is an amazing event where it raises awareness of our organization, but we're also collaborating with 4 other organizations. So we're collaborating with Friendship Community, K-Pets, Greystone Therapeutic Riding, and Brittany's Hope. These are all organizations that serve people with different abilities and disabilities. And so us coming together and forming that collaboration is great, but then for the Extra Give to just raise awareness and educate the whole community about us is wonderful.
That is wonderful. Give us more information about this, Sam.
Well, that's a phenomenal story of collaboration, and it really is indicative of the purpose of Extraordinary Give, which is to bring the community together. Organizations that serve needs and present opportunities for people across our county, from arts to education, from special needs to libraries to recreation centers, everything in between. 427 organizations. The largest day of online giving and the largest celebration of philanthropy in Lancaster County. It's really incredible. 5th year here. We were talking earlier, the idea that it's become part of the fabric of our community, because part of the fabric of our community is giving. Mm-hmm. We're by nature a giving, generous community. As a matter of fact, our per capita giving is 10 times the national average.
Wow.
So it's really, it's not 10, it's 5 times the national average. So $2 and change is the national average of giving days across the country. Over $11 per capita in Lancaster County, and there is so much more potential, and we hope to tap into that this year.
Now it is Friday, November 18th, starts at midnight, goes up to that 11:59, right up to that next midnight. But it's exciting because there's so many things going on, right, Sam?
There are, I would guess there'll be close to 100 different activities that'll register with us throughout the county. Organizations like Aaron's Acres partnering with other organizations all over the county. And there's the Extra Give Fest, the music festival that the Community Foundation puts on in downtown Lancaster at the Marriott and Convention Center. We'll have a number of bands playing on 2 different stages. We welcome everybody to come down and feel the energy in person, or stay home in your pajamas and donate online and follow us online, and it all works. And it's all made possible by our generous sponsors. Rogers & Associates, our presenting sponsor, and our numerous prize sponsors. And we're just, as a community foundation, really proud to be part of this and proud to be part of the community.
And definitely get the app. The app is great.
And this year it's a little bit, you don't even have to get the app this year.
Okay.
So we've changed that. You know, last year we had about 2,000 people use the app when 20,000 contributed and hundreds of thousands plugged in. So we're opening it up this year. You're not going to have to download an app, but there will be a way for you to share through social media. So you have to wait. There's a launch party for that in early November, and that's coming soon.
That's excellent. Now, with the money that you make from the Extraordinary Give, how is that going to help you accomplish your mission? What are you going to do with this?
The money that we raise through this event will help us with our programs. We have therapeutic riding, we have music therapy, a ton of programs. It also will help us to cover our program staff. Our programs are all run by 1-on-1 or 1-to-2 staff-to-child ratio. So this summer we had 200 kids, which means a lot of staff, and that is one of our biggest expense. It will allow us to provide that safety and security for every family, so that mom can drive away and know my child's taken care of.
Yeah, we're going to put your website up on the screen. What are we going to find there?
You're going to find a ton of pictures,
Oh,
and the
good.
pictures are the best. I can talk about Aaron's Acres, all day, and when people see the kids and see them in the pool and see them riding the horses and doing music therapy, the pictures say it all. No words can ever capture that magic.
Mm-hmm. We're going to put the Extraordinary Give website up on the screen. What are we going to find there, Sam?
You're going to find a countdown clock at this point, and it will be counting down right up until that hour on November 18th at 12 midnight, and you'll also find a comprehensive list of every one of the 427 participating organizations. You'll be able to go in, you'll be able to sort by type of organization, and I encourage people to go on and explore the organizations. Part of what the Extraordinary Give has been able to do last year, over 20% of the gifts, the individuals giving reported that it was a first-time gift to that organization. And it's because it's this community activity, and I guarantee you, if you care about the community, you'll find something on extragive.org, an organization that strikes your passion and that you can get excited about. We also find a comprehensive list of our sponsors, and again, they're the ones who've made this possible for the community.
I like the connectivity with all this because I think this is where we really start building relationships. And we can make a difference, finding out about maybe some nonprofits you didn't know about that you connect with. That all of a sudden, wow, I want to volunteer here.
Yeah, and even if you can't give dollars, the minimum contribution for Extraordinary Give is $25, and it requires a credit card. If you can't give dollars, or if you don't have a credit card and you want to support, go on, explore. Your gift of time and talent is just as valuable or more valuable to some organizations than the dollars.
Yes.
So learning about what's going on in the community, the nonprofit sector puts the color in our community. If we stripped away the 427 organizations from this community, it would be a bleak picture. So really being a part, connecting, and exploring what these organizations do is critical. So there are a lot of residents. There's 525,000 about residents in Lancaster County. We invite every one of those residents to make a contribution to at least one of the organizations during Extraordinary Give.
This is great. This is an exciting time of the year, and it brings us all together. And all the good work that you do with Aaron Acres, thank you for being there. Thank you for starting it. It's making
It was with a group of parents, so it was not just me, but yeah.
But thank you for bringing it together and everything that you do. We caught up a little bit earlier with our presenting sponsor and another nonprofit. Check this out. We've been talking about the fabulous Extraordinary Give. It's coming up on Friday, November 18th. We are now with presenting sponsor and financial advisor, Rick Rogers. Thanks for being with us.
My pleasure.
And also the Director of Development, the Mix at Arbor Place, Christine Dabrowski. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Presenting sponsor, this means a lot to you, Rick.
Oh, it does, and I think it means a lot to the community. One of the reasons that we got involved as a presenting sponsor is we thought that the role of the business community in the Extraordinary Give should be to build up the stretch pool, to create the incentive to inspire philanthropy and to really match what the Community Foundation had started.
Explain a little bit more how that works with the stretch pool.
Well, for every dollar that goes into that's donated during the day of the Extraordinary Give, all those dollars are matched in this pro rata based on what has been given. So if one organization happened to be 10% of the total, they'll get 10% of the stretch pool.
Wow, that's great. Now, the Mix at Arbor Place, you've been involved for a few years. For those who don't know what you do, tell us a little bit more.
Absolutely. We are an Lancaster Inner City Youth Development Center. We do intentional programming for students ages 7 through 17.
What does that mean, intentional programming?
Well, a few years ago, the word safe haven was used. And we kind of, believe me, we understand the importance of a safe haven, but we kind of ran with that idea and decided that if we're going to have these students for 2 to 3 hours a day, we are going to introduce them to academics, poetry classes, athletics, computer coding classes. music classes. We really want to take that time that we have with them to introduce them to things that they might never be able to get from their home.
Sure.
So,
And the money is really going to make a difference in what you're able to do and the children that you're able to affect their lives.
absolutely.
Yeah.
We have been astonished with the amount that we've gotten. We rely heavily on the money that's donated that day. We thank the Community Foundation. We thank Rogers and Associates for being supporters of the mix. But yes, the students that also come to us are also fed. So we are a feeding organization as well. Some of our students, unfortunately, we were learning lunch was their last meal of the day, their school lunch, and that's just heartbreaking. So any student who comes to us gets a hot meal in the evening and a snack. So it's very important that the community supports an organization like the Mix at Arbor Place.
That's great. We're going to put your website up on the screen if they want to find out more about you. You have seen firsthand the difference that this event makes to various nonprofits, right, Rick?
Well, it's really has evolved over, well, this is now the 5th year. One of the things that we thought the very first year, we weren't involved financially, but we were huge promoters contacting the organizations like the Mix at Arbor Place and saying, if you're not involved, you need to be involved in this, because I could see the potential that this could have to reach donors that you wouldn't ordinarily touch. And I think all of your viewers should take advantage of that by going to extragive.org and looking at these organizations. There'll be more than 400 of them this year, and you can read about what they do and their mission, and there's got to be something there that touches everybody's heart.
I think so. What touches your heart? I know there are some ones you're involved with too.
Well, we have been strong supporters of what you might call safety net organizations. So those that feed the hungry and provide shelter, and so those have a special place in our heart. But there are so many great organizations like the Mix at Arbor Place that how could you not feel passionate about our youth and making sure that they have a hot meal and being able to touch their lives like the Mix at Arbor Place does, by introducing them to things, finding an interest that that really sparks passion in the child.
Yeah. What I love about this event too, it's 24 hours, midnight till midnight, and there's something going on all the time. I know we're going to see both of you out and about. Do you have any idea what your agenda is yet, Rick?
No.
You're giving your list, right?
Well, I will have an agenda, that's correct. Well, at the end of the evening, from 5 to midnight, I believe, is the Extra Give Fest, which will be at the Lancaster Marriott again, and that's really where everything comes to a head. And we count down to midnight and count up for the amount of donations. And so that's a great place to be, at least at some point between 5 and midnight.
Yes. Do you know where you're going to be?
All over Lancaster. But last year we did highlight our spoken word and our poets, and they were performing all over Lancaster City.
Okay.
So I'm not quite sure this year where they're going to be, but the party is definitely going to end at the Marriott.
That sounds great. Well, all of these nonprofits are 501c3 nonprofit. They also serve the residents of Lancaster. This is some of the criteria. And then the other thing, they've also had an independent audit or financial review. Is that right?
That's correct.
Okay, so these nonprofits really make a huge difference in our community, and it's working together like this, right, Rick?
Right, and all over the place. So it's from medical care, it's education, it's the safety net organization, it's the arts. Really, it's any nonprofit that meets that criteria can be part of the Extraordinary Give. And this year, it'll be more than 400. I don't know what the final number is because the deadline just ended, but more than 400 organizations, up from 367 last year.
Yeah, it's just amazing the growth with the nonprofits that it's helping. The money that is raised is exciting because the difference it makes in our community. And it really is all of us working together. And it brings out the best in all of us, doesn't it?
And it makes us feel part of it. So
Yes.
by participating in this, we're doing something together. And I think when you feel part of it, you take ownership. So it changes the dynamic of our community to those that participate.
Yes, Exactly. We're going to put the website up on the screen. You can find out how you can get involved and be a part of this. Once again, it is on Friday, November 18th, starts at midnight and goes till that following midnight. Thank you so much for coming in today. Thank you for being a presenting sponsor, for being a vital part of this and helping make it happen. And all the best with what you're doing at the Mix too.
Thank you.
We'll be back with more details. Stay with us. We've been talking about the Extraordinary Give going on in Lancaster Friday, November 18th, 24 hours. With us right now we have Tracy Cutler, and you are the VP at the Community Foundation. And we also have Laura Dalton, and you are the Director of Communications at Hempfield Rec Center, one of the nonprofits. This is so exciting because we have people from all around the country watching this online. Is that right, Tracy?
It's true. You know, one of the most exciting things about the Extraordinary Give is the fact that it's online. So while people across Lancaster County are, you know, celebrating and coming together, there are people who've come from all 50 states and other countries, in fact, who are donating to causes they care about. Maybe they've lived in Lancaster before, they have children or grandchildren that live here, they want to support the causes that are important to the people that they care about in the community. That's been really powerful for them.
And we have 427 nonprofits that are going to be a part of the Extraordinary Give. And Hempfield Rec Center is one of them, Laura. Some people don't realize that the Rec Center is a nonprofit.
No, unfortunately they don't.
So tell us, what do you do?
Well, we are membership and recreation facility. We like to be known as the community center of Hempfield. Hempfield doesn't really have a town square, but Hempfield Rec is really our town square. And we do offer membership for aquatics, fitness, and tennis, but we offer school-age childcare, we offer summer day camp, we offer playgrounds in 4 different parks in the Hempfield community.
It's also good for seniors too, right?
Yes, we have quite a few seniors who take advantage of our pool and our fitness, and we have silver sneakers and lots of fun groups that meet in the morning and do a lot of socializing. We have bus trips. We have a ski trip going for the Hempfield School District kids. It's just a place where everyone belongs.
And I think for the community, you could probably say that it really brings the community together there.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes, we work with the Hempfield Business Coalition and put on the Hempfield Community Tree Lighting last year, and we just are part of the community. We like to feel like we are the community center.
That's great. This is a celebration, and it is a major collaboration.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, it's really fun to hear about, you know, the work Hempfield Rec is doing, and we've heard from, you know, Reset, Aaron Dakers. It's, as Sam mentioned it earlier, it really empowers the color and the spirit of things that make this community bright and resourced and just a way to serve the community in many, many different ways. And people coming together to celebrate and to raise money for causes that are really important to them.
So there's a lot going on. There's going to be something roving the day
There
of?
is, in fact. So one of the things the Community Foundation likes to do is to be present across Lancaster County. You know, certainly we serve the entire community. We're working with partners in 427 different organizations. So we do have a Give Mobile that will be traveling throughout Lancaster County on November 18th that will make 5 different stops, actually 6, starting with Penn Cinema on the Extraordinary Give Eve, and then make stops throughout the county. And it's a way for people to again, come to a space, get excited about the Extraordinary Give. If you need help to make a donation, we have teams of people to help, and just to join the force of the excitement that's happening. We have a radio station that travels with the Give Mobile and brings people together across the community.
And I know Shoemaker's involved, right?
Exactly. So in fact, Shoemaker is our Give Mobile. It's a Shoemaker truck that they kit out, and we've had a very special experience. In fact, we wrap the Shoemaker truck with a special wrap that says Give Mobile, and we've had a lot of community involvement with that. We had a big community art project during Fall Art Walk, and a few places. So lots of people who've been part of that will be able to see their work traveling throughout the community and raising spirits for the Extraordinary Give.
Laura, the money that you get from the Extraordinary Give, how's that going to make a difference? What are you going to do with that?
Well, we have what we call Everyone Belongs, which is our community campaign that's year-round. It helps us serve the underserved. We like to help anyone in the community. We don't want to turn anybody away. Anyone who would like to have a membership or be able to participate in any of our summer camps, our summer playground, or any of our programs that they would like to participate in so that they can be healthy and well. So we have that program year-round, and we are designating that program for the Extraordinary Give as well.
Yeah, we're going to once again put the website up for the Extraordinary Give, and we're also going to put your website up as well too. We can find out more information. And when we get involved with this, it's pretty easy. Just go to the website. Is that right?
Right. Go to the website extragive.org, and we've talked about it before. Look at all of the many organizations, the kind of work they do, the arena of work that they're really serving. There's so many choices. You can see the sponsors that are making this possible, Rogers and Associates, and all of our prize sponsors. And you have a chance to see the happenings, the events that are going on. There will be probably at least 100 events across the community. We'll be hosting the Give Mobile during the day. We're inviting everyone in the community to join us at Extra Give Fest, which is at the Lancaster Marriott and Lancaster County Convention Center from 5 to midnight on the night. So there will be bands. We partner with Atomic, which is based in Lidditz.
Exactly,
and Atomic, they create events for the entire nation, events across the country and around the world. And they create this event with us in partnership with Shoemaker PDT. So we have a really special chance to experience something pretty extraordinary from our business community.
It is,
well.
and just to reiterate what we talked to Rick about, the stretch pool of $300,000.
Right. So there will be a stretch pool of at least $300,000 that will be distributed to all of the different organizations, and a chance for organizations to win $50,000 in prizes thanks to the gifts that individuals are making. So there's a chance for individuals actually to give to the stretch pool. If you can't decide, or if you give to a few special organizations and want to make an extra gift, people can also donate to the stretch pool, which may in fact make that even larger.
Yeah, and then there's 50,000 in prizes.
Yeah, so 50,000 in prizes. So, if I make a gift to Hempfield Rec during one of the prize segment hours, and then my name is randomly drawn, then my $25 gift to the rec center may in fact become 1,025. So it's
We'll
really,
take it. We'll
you'll
take
take it. It's a great chance for organizations and donors to work together and say, let's go for some extra dollars that can make a difference.
This makes me want to stay up 24 hours.
It's worth it.
Seriously, it
I
really
was
does.
actually up like for at least 3 hours after midnight, just sort of watching everything that was happening last year.
It's hard to pull yourself away.
It's addictive.
Yes,
it really is. It was like,
and I think someone said earlier, there's a lot of community pride that comes on this day,
and
because it's a chance for our community to come together.
Thank you for everything you do. Once again, the date is Friday, November 18th, and it is a 24-hour give-a-thon. Online, you can be a part of it. We can make a difference. Thank you once again for all that you do, and we all can make a difference.
So wonderful.
Thank you for joining us today, too. I'm Diane Dayton with Behind the Lines, reminding you to look behind the lines. You might be surprised what you find.